Most business owners think that choosing between an LLC and a corporation is what creates protection. It's not. LLCs and corporations fail for the exact same reason. The owner never actually leaves the structure. So when something goes wrong, there's nothing there to protect. Think about it like this. You bought a safe, but you keep all your money in your pocket. So when something goes wrong, the safe didn't fail. You just never used it. You just added equipment. That's what most business owners are doing. They form something, but they never separated from it. So today, we're going to break down why the LLC versus corporation debate doesn't change the outcome and what actually does. Here's the only difference that matters. An LLC allows you to ignore the structure quietly, but a corporation forces you to ignore it loudly. That's it. An LLC is like an open room. You can organize it or you can throw everything on the floor. A corporation is like a building with hallways, doors, and labeled rooms. It tells you where things are supposed to go. But here's the problem. You can still ignore both. You can still throw everything in one pile and call it organized. And when someone walks in to evaluate what you built, they don't care what you intended. They care what they see. Let me show you what this actually looks like. Most business owners operate like the superhero of their business. They sign every contract, personally guarantee loans, move money between accounts, solve every problem themselves. They are the structure. Now imagine this. Your business gets sued. The court looks at everything and asks, who actually runs this? And the answer is obvious. You. So the question becomes, what exactly are we separating here? Nothing. Because the business never existed independently. It was just you, wearing a different name. An LLC is flexible. That's why people choose it. You can design ownership, control, profit splits. It's like being handed a blank blueprint. You can build anything, or you can build nothing. Here's what actually happens. Someone forms an LLC online in 10 minutes. They get the articles of organization. They might download an operating agreement, and then they go right back to operating the same way they always have. For example, contractor forms an LLC, but all payments go into their personal account. They sign contracts in their own name. They use the LLC name only on invoices. So when something goes wrong, the LLC doesn't protect them because the LLC never functioned. It existed on paper, but not in behavior. A corporation is different. It's structured to force discipline. Think of it like a company with roles already defined. Someone makes decisions. Someone records the decisions. Someone executes the decisions. It creates separation by design. But here's where people misunderstand it. They think structure equals protection. It doesn't, because you can still override the system. For instance, you form a corporation. You name yourself CEO, director, shareholder, and then you make every decision, sign every agreement. never document anything. So now the structure exists, but the behavior never changed. And when pressure shows up, the corporation is going to reflect the reality, not the paperwork. And look, this isn't just a U.S. issue. Every country has its own version. The U.S., the LLC, the LTD in the UK, the GmbH in Germany, SARL in France, the PIT Limited, Australia, different containers, same problem. It's like different types of containers. Glass, plastic, steel. Doesn't matter. If you keep pouring everything into the same place, you don't have separation. You just have containers. And behavior ignores containers all the time because behavior leaves patterns. Let's look at how this actually plays out. A bank reviews your business. They don't ask, did you form an LLC or a corporation? They simply look at who signs the loan, who guarantees repayment, who controls the money. If that's all you, then the business didn't absorb the risk, you did. Same thing with courts. They look for mixing funds, personal control, lack of separation. They're not analyzing your paperwork, they're analyzing your behavior. Because behavior tells the truth faster than documents do. And this is where most people get stuck. They think, I formed the LLC, I'm done. I set up the corporation, I'm protected. That's like buying gym equipment and assuming that you're in shape. You didn't change anything. You just created the opportunity to change. And if you never use it, nothing happens. So when something goes wrong, the system doesn't respond to what you filed. It responds to what you built. And if everything still leads back to you, then that's where the responsibility goes. Not because the structure failed, because it was never used. So the real question was never, should I choose an LLC or a corporation? The real question is, did anything actually move? Did ownership move? Did control move? Did responsibility move? Or did everything stay exactly where it was with a new name on top? Because if nothing moved, then nothing changed. And the outcome was already decided.